to do a demo of Satellite's in-place DR strategy, also known as its cold DR strategy, to where you can take an existing satellite location and fail it over to a new data center in place, whether that's in a different cloud provider or an on-premise data center. To demonstrate, we're going to start off with the satellite location that has infrastructure assigned from GCE. So we'll go in there and we can see my existing infrastructure assigned from GCE to my satellite location. And then we're going to have fallback infrastructure that's in AWS. We have a live running application in the satellite cluster running in GCE that is a downloads application that allows us to download OC CLI binaries over the from the application inside the cluster. And what we're now going to do is proceed to simulate a complete failure event in GCE by removing all the machines. So we'll go to the console and delete every machine associated with the satellite cluster. Deleted. We'll go back to the satellite location and we can see that the hosts are reporting in a critical state, obviously since we deleted them from the infrastructure provider. And at this point, the application, if we try to reload the page, will not load. So let's see that as well. And we'll see here that we're ultimately trending towards getting a timeout in this application link. So this shows that our location now is in a state where it is fully in a DR mode. And now what we're going to do is proceed to fail over the location. So to start, what we're going to do is remove all the existing infrastructure in the satellite location that's associated with GCE. So we'll do that right now. Four. Infrastructure has been removed. We're ready to assign the infrastructure from AWS to the control plane. So we'll go ahead and do that to each of the zones. And then with that assigned, we're going to see the control plane start to get reinitialized and reconfigured for the existing satellite location into the new actual physical location, which will be in AWS. So we'll allow that process to kick off and complete. See that the infrastructure from AWS has joined the control plane successfully, and that the control plane has entered into a normal state. And now the satellite rocks clusters in the location are automatically going through disaster recovery, so getting restored from the latest backup. See that the location and all the in-location satellite rocks clusters have completed the DR process. And now we're ready to assign new infrastructure to the rocks cluster, which will ultimately bring up our application. So we'll proceed to do that. And we can now see that the remaining two hosts in AWS are going to be associated and join the rocks cluster within the location that's running the application that we had previously. And once joined, the application will be recovered and ready to run and access. We can see that the infrastructure successfully joined the rocks cluster. And now we can proceed to access our application again. And additionally, download the binary from the application. And this concludes the demo of showing the end-to-end process of actually doing a in-place DR of a satellite location from one cloud or one on-prem data center to a completely new cloud provider or on-prem data center. Hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you for your time.